So now I want to just shift a little bit and spend a few moments on the last few moments before we turn into some Q&A, just around how do we think about this from a security perspective? Because ultimately, the more autonomy, the more capability, the more power these AI agents are going to have, the more we're going to really need to think about how do we secure these interactions and how do we ensure that we're validating it. So the mnemonic here is harness, just a way of describing the kinds of security tools. This is not meant to be comprehensive. It's just to get everybody thinking about the kinds of security frameworks, security tooling. There's a host of startups looking at this space. And harness is really simple, human in the loop. We need to have human in the loop in the right places, auditability, role-based access, especially as it pertains to non-human identities, non-destructive defaults, and escalation paths. And then finally, security testing and ongoing persistent security testing. And then finally, how do we scope these boundaries? So again, it's just a way of thinking about, in order for us to live happily and be able to work well with all of these agents that are going to come, we got to be able to think about the security controls and use something like a harness model as a framework. So again, human in the loop. The main thing I just want to highlight about human in the loop here is really ultimately we want to put in this is really finding this magical moments. Where do you put the humans in the loop and where do you not? So right now, in much of the work that I see, sometimes either humans are in the loop a little bit too much, so then all of a sudden we get fatigue and you're just approve, or the AI agent is running for too long without enough constraint and without enough human in the loop. So a lot of it is really figuring out where's that sweet spot. And again, the industry is still working through this. The second area is audibility. This is going to be so critical. And when done well, we'll be able to see every interaction, every character, every part of what the AI thought, what the AI responded to, how it responded. All of that stuff should show up in our audibility logs. And so much of the orchestration, so much of the learning will be able to follow our ability to, given our ability to log is going to be our ability to make sure that agents actually learn from their experiences. Role-based access, especially with non-human identities, is going to be absolutely critical. We're going to need to get very surgical and precise about who has access to what, by when, what access gets privileged, what access does not get privileged. And this entire space is going to be really, really critical to the success of how these agents are able to be productive. So again, it's all about the sweet spot of I need to give them enough access to be able to operate with a right level of autonomy. And at the same time, not over access or not under access, because if they don't have enough access, they're constantly coming back to you. It's like that employee who starts the first day of work, they don't have any access yet, and they're coming to you every 5 minutes, would not be useful